Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal on Saturday said that India is looking at fair, free, equal trade, but on the basis of reciprocity. So much so that India is already in talks with EU, UK and US for preferential trade agreements as well as free trade agreements, some sort of a bilateral partnership at a time that India is looking to shun China. In fact, it is important to note that India is looking to raise critical issues this time around as the bilateral talks are set to kickstart between India and US once again. Piyush Goyal will be meeting his US counterpart, that is Wilbur Ross, this week. We're given to understand a whole host of issues could come up in this meeting. Remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given a clarion call for an Atmanirbhar Bharat, as a part of which India is not only looking to reduce its import reliance but is also looking at increasing India's export share in the world. India will be looking at newer markets or some sort of limited trade deals for its critical products, especially in the sectors such as textiles, handicrafts, leather, furniture. And on the other hand, India will also be looking at fair and equal trade, but on the basis of reciprocity. A critical a stand that the Indian government has taken after India walked out of the RCEP negotiations that happened in November. Remember, Donald Trump, when he visited India earlier this year, had said that some sort of a limited trade deal could be talked about, could be looked at before, and perhaps a larger trade deal can be put into works after the US presidential elections that take place in November. We're given to understand that the current bilateral talks that will be underway between India and US will focus on critical areas. Firstly, we're given to understand that the 2% digital tax that the Indian government has levied could be one of the issues that may come up from the US side. In fact, US is also keeping a close watch on India's draft e-commerce policy as well, which mandates that there will have to be local data storage. Besides that, from the Indian side, India is looking at more access to the US markets, reducing tariffs on steel and aluminium that is sent from India, and also looking at resumption of India's GSP status as well. On the other hand, US is going to ensure that the high tariffs that India currently imposes on the Harley-Davidson bike can be reduced further. So these are going to be some of the critical issues that will be discussed in this meeting between Wilbur Ross as well as Piyush Goyal. The hope, of course, is that some sort of a limited trade deal can be worked out at a time when all nations are looking to move out of China and are looking to shun Chinese goods. So can India really be an alternative in this case is something that we will have to watch out for.